Hello, air signs. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This is a general message for air signs. If it resonates with you, take what does, leave what doesn't. If it don't fit, don't force it. Just relax and let it go. Let's see. Someone's feeling love sucks here. You seem to have stopped believing in love. You need to let yourself heal so you can be open again. That's for somebody. And for somebody's burnt out. You feel emotionally burnt out right now. You might need to retreat and recover before continuing right now here, air signs. And for somebody's fearing of touch. You don't trust touch, so take small steps until you feel comfortable with others. So somebody here is really isolating himself after being hurt, so that they're actually setting boundaries. That's for somebody. Let's see what other message here for air signs, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. As you come in, please press that like button. Gives opportunity for other people to go and see this reading. Yeah, somebody's settling though. He says, don't stay with someone who isn't right for you here, just because it is safe right now. Because some of you right now do want to walk away from people and things that no longer serve you, because somebody's suffering with anxiety. It seems like you're afraid to get close to someone. It seems like somebody here, it seems like they're scared too, but somebody might need to give somebody a chance here. All the message here for air signs, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Yes, fixing them. You can't fix someone. They have to want to change here. Okay? You can't change anybody right now. The only person you can change right now here, air signs, is yourself. Okay? And for someone who's suffering with anxiety and stress regarding a new beginning or people getting close to them or even to touch, okay? It seems like somebody right now seems to be isolating themselves, okay? Tell me more. What subconsciously does air signs need to know? Somebody's holding on, okay? You must release the old ties in order to have a fresh start with someone new right now. Because someone's still holding on to somebody from the past, okay, that hurt them, or holding on to the hurt and the pain. Because somebody was getting crumbs. You deserve more than crumbs of affection. You need to wait for the one who adores you right now here, air signs, okay? Because somebody was giving you crumbs. What's the outcome for air signs? Sun, Moon, and Venus rising, one card. Look. Yep, somebody you're not talking to. You weren't communicating your needs clearly here, air signs. You need to discuss how you feel, okay? And yes, like I said, boundaries has been put in place. You need to hold good boundaries so you don't feel violated, because somebody's been quite open, allowing people to take the advantage of them. But it's now time for you to stand your ground, set boundaries, okay? Let's see what other message is coming through for air signs. If this resonates with you, air signs, please like, share, subscribe. Let's see. For settling, you got the Fool, and that's reversed. Somebody's holding back. Somebody's being reckless, the lack of faith, or the restlessness. Somebody's being foolish and impulsive here, okay? And they're being settling for something less. Some of you, this is an Aquarius, okay? Within 1 month or the next new moon, there's going to be a change in direction. And for some of you right now, though, with the Fool showing up like this, it's also letting you know, say, especially when it's reversed, that somebody has been careless, distracted, okay? It does indicate that the beginning is something you may be reluctant to jump into, okay? If somebody's coming back putting a second chance and you're not willing to settle, okay? It can indicate living in the moment, but also it can be a sign that you're, in your excitement, you're behaving somewhat reckless towards others here, air signs. Somebody's being irrational or lack of fun or lack of faith or hope right now. They're losing hope, okay? Because it's settled in a situation here. Somebody might be holding themselves back from having the kind of love you really want, or causing uncertainty in your current relationship right now, air signs. Because with the full reverse, your relationship may be exciting, but you may involve some risky behavior, okay? So be warned, this could lead to feeling of insecurity and may leave your relationship on shaky grounds, okay? Especially when there's something that's being concealed that you don't know about, okay? For some of you right now, you could have missed out on an opportunity through lack of faith, or because you missed out on an opportunity because you've been insincere, okay? But someone's being hurtful, sarcastic, impulsive, a bit of a bully, or they're out of control. Like I said, somebody may be staying with someone isn't right for you just because it's safe, okay? And there's definitely going to be some form of loss, okay? Somebody's going through grief, sadness, loss, mourning, emotional baggage. Could be a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. That some of you could be coming across sarcastic, or you could be coming across sarcastic if you got water in your chart. But in the past there were three people involved, okay, that you could have been working with, okay? But you can't fix them, especially to put you in a third party situation, okay? Because someone is not learning from their past mistakes here, all right? That's why there's a loss. Because for some of you, this could be somebody from your childhood, or you're remembering people from your childhood, okay? Some of you, could be somebody you're growing up with, okay? So somebody from your past is returning here, okay? And this, for some of you, this is somebody here who, you know, there's a storm brewing between you both, okay? There's no progress, okay? Somebody's returning from travel, or there could have been some delays, but somebody here needs to heal, okay? Because there could have been things going from bad to worse, okay? Because things were unstable here. And for holding on, you've got the High Priestess reverse. Some of you are definitely being sarcastic, cold, controlling, unbending, coming across sharp. Some of you are definitely drunk in your power and you're being very foolish, because for some of you, with the High Priestess here showing up reverse like this, somebody here could be in a situation where they're repressing their intuition or receiving some unwanted attention. Somebody definitely is in a situation where you could indicate you're trying to guide you and your instincts are correct. They're trying to tell you something here, okay? Your intuition's trying to kick in, but it shows that you're not hearing here, but you're still holding on to people and things that no longer serve you, okay? Yeah, but within a year or more, you need to tie up loose ends, okay? And validate your feelings. So you're going to have a year by winter time. Somebody here is going to have to actually disconnect, because you're going to realize you was kept in the dark about something here, that somebody subconsciously, you know, was still holding on to somebody else. Yeah, somebody felt trapped because it was in their negative thoughts, okay? Feeling doom and gloom. This was a drama queen, okay? Somebody who felt like their hands were tied or they was paralyzed. This is somebody you're not talking, okay? You're not communicating, okay? What you really need. Because for somebody here, because you're not using your intuition, it does indicate that you're neglecting your own needs to take care of others. You need to take time to connect with yourself and listen to your own inner voice and trust yourself here, air signs, okay? Because for some of you need to trust your intuition, because you're being quite foolish and there is going to be a loss, okay? Some of you are carrying emotional baggage all now. You're not talking, okay, or communicating. Somebody does want to actually get over some form of conflict. Could be with a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, but this person's leading a double life here. They're repressing their emotions, male or female. But some of you, somebody is focused. Could be a Scorpio, okay? Somebody's seeing a clear choice here. Someone's being decisive. And it could be regarding somebody here who could be suffering sleepless nights and got some regret, because they're carrying emotional baggage, okay, from the past life. And somebody here is going through some form of transition to heal, but they're carrying guilt, okay, or some intense feelings. But there's definitely some unresolved issues here, okay, and boundaries have been set, okay. Somebody's setting some boundaries here that people can't cross because somebody's feeling trapped, okay, in the mind, thinking negative, okay. This is somebody here who knows there's going to be trouble ahead, okay. Aquarius coming off strongly. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Seeing strongly. Yeah, and Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. But somebody here isn't speaking about how they really feel. So let's see, what's the T here for? Air signs, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Some of you are experiencing the same shit, different day. This is the loss and regret because there's no fixing them. You can't fix someone here, air signs, okay? You need to reflect on this, okay? Before returning to somebody or before you move on, all right? Because subconsciously, somebody is in their ego. That's what they're trapped in. Negative thoughts, okay? Because they hurt the ego. Ego's getting in the way of your relationship right now here, air signs, okay? And somebody here whose focus here is needing to set boundaries. Wow. Because you're dealing with a forcer. Somebody who forces things on you, forces their way in, uses force to get what they want here. But this is somebody you're not talking to or letting them know how you really feel. And this comes up as a boss daddy who's stable, rich, business owner, CEO, big dick energy, okay? But it's the same shit, different day. And some of you are reflecting on this situation right now. Because for somebody here, you're not talking to this person. Because somebody's got love on their brain. They're dreaming, they're fantasizing, they're daydreaming, they're being nostalgic. But they're in the head, okay? Overthinking, stressed, and overanalyzing things right now here, air signs. And that's what you overdo, air signs. Your communication, but you also overthink things, okay? Let's see what other message is coming out for collective. What's the truth here? What does somebody want to tell you here about this situation for air signs? Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Yes. Someone's saying, I'm at a crossroads. Should I fight for this or move on? Relationships are a lot of work. Being single is easier. That's for somebody. What other message here for air signs? I'm ready to come clean. I can't lose you again. This is somebody here who wants to come clean now, okay? And tell you the truth. But for some of you, someone wants to say, do you still think about me? Do you still want me? Do you still love me? I need to know if I should move on. I'm hurting. This is somebody who's really wants to know where they stand. But this is also somebody here who's feeling low self-esteem. This was a hard lesson I needed to learn. I was out of control. So this was somebody here that now realizes how much it was out of control. And for all of you, I'm going to put a ring on it when the time is right. For some of you right now, though, I hear a promise is a comfort to a fool. That's for somebody, okay? Because somebody here was trying to fix somebody, but you can't fix nobody. The only person you can fix is yourself in the past, okay? But somebody's still holding on to people and things that no longer serve them. What other message? Yeah, the toxic ties. Somebody's got addiction and they're going through karma, okay? And this was a definitely emotional chain that somebody was settling for, okay? What other message for air signs? Yeah, this cycle is repeat. Same drama, different day. Someone's stuck in a loop. Like I said, everybody's stuck. It seems like same shit, different days. And it's like somebody's in a loop. Just keep repeating the same thing. Okay? Not learning from past mistakes. And for some of you, subconsciously, the tea is cold now. No more drama. You're over it. The past is expired. Okay? For those who've been holding on, someone's going to be letting go. And the outcome showing here that somebody's still living in memories. Past replaying, stuck emotionally and sentimental. So someone's still stuck in the past there, okay? Definitely air signs, you're in your head, okay? You're overthinking, you're stressed out, and you're spinning scenarios, and none of them are working out the way you want it to work out. It doesn't make sense, and you have to make sense of the nonsense here, okay? If this resonates with you, air signs, please like, share, subscribe. Let's see what message Spirit wants to let you know regarding this situation. This is for Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Let's see what other message here for air signs do they need to know. What message does Aquarius need to know right now? Sun, Moon, and Venus rising Aquarius. Trust the wait. You are being prepared for your blessings. In order to receive, you have to be ready to receive. Things you are going through now are not random. Trust the flow of the universe. And for Libra, make sure you don't start seeing yourself through the eyes of those who don't value you. You need to know your worth, even when others don't. You are not what people think of you right now here, Libra. And for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Ooh, we've got 2 Gemini. If you think you are alone, you are not. We are beside you in all challenges that you face. Trust that outside sources will always be working with you to ensure the best outcome in every situation. We have your best interests at heart. We love you. And for all of you, never allow yourself to be taken for granted. It's better to remove yourself from the situation than to be treated less than you deserve. You are precious. You are worthy here, air signs. Okay? And at the bottom, make today your new beginning. Try to leave any past mistakes in the past. Don't allow them to weigh you down any longer. Move forward today with the confidence and knowing that you have better and brighter days ahead, air signs. If this resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe. I send you love and light. Namaste.